Lord, I can't even hear my own self. But we got that fixed. My daddy fixed it. Thank you, Daddy. I love my daddy. So I've been watching a lot of Tabitha Brown. That's my girl. Oh my gosh. Why is it so magnetizing though? Like, I really love watching that show, like her shows. I think it's the authenticity of it. She's so authentic, and I don't know. It's like that's how I'm like, yeah, that's how I want to be when I do the whole thing. Like, just me. I don't have to try to be like, hello, this is Michaela. Welcome to my show. It's not real. It is real. I'm real. I'm goofy. I'm funny. I think. Maybe not. I don't know. You gotta ask my coworkers. They laugh, but I am their boss. So they could be laughing just because, I don't know. Oh, good Lord. I don't know, man. I just have this huge vision of just and I can't even put it into words because it's not a thing. It's not a thing yet. Like, but I want to make it a thing so bad. Like, that is the thing that I'm doing. I'm making the thing that I can't put into words because it's not a thing. A thing. Is it a thing? But okay. I can't even get it out. Maybe I'm not supposed to talk about it yet. Because, man, it's so big. But in my mind, it's so big. It's the biggest thing that could ever come to the spiritual community. And it's uniting the spiritual community on a level that I know I can't do on my own. I know I can't do it on my own. Right now it's in the cultivation stage. It's cultivating. Like, man, this has been in my head for at least 15 to 20 years. Like, I've drawn out floor plans, like, to the extent, like, all the way down details. Not so much with the electrical work and stuff. I don't know nothing about that. Plumbing and shit. I don't know nothing about that. I put up walls and put bathrooms in places, and kitchens and stores and things in places. And then I don't even know what all the... I'm still learning. I'm not going to say I don't know, because that means that I'm not even going to go look for it. But I'm not even sure how, which means I am going to go look for it. I'm not even sure how, like, businesses need to be. Like, I figure, they need businesses, but, or, okay, that's all the way in the future, because my overall, all the way in the future thing is, like, a physical community. Like, find some land. I want, like, 1,000 acres. Either some flat land or hilly land, or both. It don't matter. And I would love for it to be like a retreat, a community. People live there. A community, a retreat, a resort, a mall. So stores and shops are there. And I would love for people to come from all over the world to just have a shop for 6 months, or have a lease a storefront for 6 months, and then move on. I would love for there to be people who live there full time. I would love for people to just come as a resort. And like, so the stores are all like business owned, spiritually business owned stores. So like, I sell crystals. So I have my little store, my little 1,000 square feet. Nah, that's a little much, ain't it? Hang on, maybe like 500 square feet. That's fine. 500 square feet is cool. I just thought about it because my dad's place, my dad's last apartment is a little 2-bedroom, 1 bathroom, barely even there's no diner. It's like you walk into the living room, the kitchen here, and 2 bedrooms is right there. Like, that's it. And the bathroom's over to the left. And so I mean, that's 900 square feet. That's beautiful space for a shop, for a store size to be. So yeah, about 900 square feet. 900 square feet for a store. Maybe smaller if they feel like they need a smaller space. And then somebody sell crystals. They come to the community to sell crystals for 6 months. And then they just come there because it's so popular. Everybody all knows about it in the spiritual community, that it's very profitable. They can come here, make so much money, and get their name out there to a lot of different spiritual people, to a lot of people that's in the spiritual community. So they come there for 6 months, and then they go back home, and then so somebody sell crystals, they do that. Somebody does Reiki. Somebody provides services. They can get a storefront, and that could be their job for 6 months or for however long. And then if somebody wants to live there and provide that service, oh my Lord, that would be amazing. And if we had like doctors to come and live there because they are a part of the spiritual community and they want to be a part of this community, because it's so popular and everybody knows about it. And they want to live here and become the permanent doctor. Like, I'll be there. I will live there. Like, I already got my house drawn out. I'll be there on the property. My house is there. And anybody who wants to live there, we'll draw out a little house plan for you and put it wherever on the property. Like, I would love for it to be all scattered out, but for the community part, all together. And so, okay, so there'll be hotels. I mean, not really hotels though, because I want it to feel like home. So you know how Airbnb's houses or apartment units or whatever. So I want it to feel more like an Airbnb or like a short-term lease unit. So it has all the amenities of home. A stove, a kitchen, a dining room, living room, bathroom, and in the because I love bathrooms that has tubs in them, and like for bathrooms to feel luxurious, no matter, you know what I mean. I love beautiful bathrooms and beautiful kitchens. Like, if the bathroom and the kitchen is nice, everything else can be touched up. Everything else, we can fix that. So like apartment units, but it's basically like a hotel, but it's a unit. Stay there long term or be there for the weekend, don't even matter. And then I would love for there to be like a hotel building, like a building full of units, and then also have cabins or small houses or large houses. Hell, if you want to bring a group of people, large houses, like how Gatlinburg got them 16-bedroom houses and stuff. Hell yeah, let's do that too. That'll be sprinkling all over the property. That's why I need 1,000 acres, because it will literally be a town. People live there. People come and stay there. There's all types of events and different things going on. You know, someone lives there that do yoga every day for people. It's an all-inclusive stay if you do come to the resort, so everything is included because it's an upfront thing. And then the way that the exchange of energy goes, it's different than just plain money. So that's why it's all inclusive. There's no money physically on the that is needed on the property. Nobody really gets paid for. Nobody really pays for nothing. Like if you just go walk up to the coffee stand and be like, I'd like a coffee, and give you coffee. No matter who you are, it don't even matter. You go to the cafeteria, get something to eat, you just get something to eat. Like, no matter who you are, it don't matter. Like, you can live there and eat, and you don't have to make money to survive in this community. You can just live there, and as long as you're contributing to the community, that's what it is. Now, the people that come, like, for the malls, you know, the people that come like that, of course, they're like, the mall part is something that, you know, you pay for because these people have to go back home. These people aren't a part of the community. They have to come back home, go back home, where there's real money, you know. And then that's how their products is being sold and stuff, you know, real money. But as far as like food and all of those things, like, you know, as far as foods and all of those things, you know, you can go to the garden and pick an apple off the tree if you want an apple. You know, that's not, you know, and there's no hoarding. Like, there's no need to hoard, really, because it's not like you're gonna run out. There's no need to steal there, because you can just go get it. I mean, there's no lack of food. You know, the basic necessities is taken care of as long as you're there for, you know, and then you're providing to, as long as people who live there provide to the community. You don't have to pay for it. There's nothing to pay for, basically. You contribute to the community. You are an asset to the community. Your energetic exchange is enough. So you can go get food from the store that's in the community. Now, I understand that when they leave the community, they will need to have, you know, money and stuff, but and that's, you know, I'd have to think about that. I have to come up with some solutions for that. Because if it's an all-inclusive community where you don't have to pay for anything in the community, but when you do leave the community, you will need money. So, you know how the military, they give you a government travel card when you go to travel places, and if you need to use money, you know, you need to use, like, that could be an option, like a government, and it will be government, a travel card, you know, just like for expenses. It'd be like a credit card. It'd be a basic credit card. If anybody wanted to leave the community, like, I feel like everybody that's a part of the community is well taken care of. Nobody is lacking. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if somebody ever wanted to leave the community, I would love to get them all set up. Like, get you a house, you know, find somewhere, help the community member find somewhere to live if you know, when they leave, and then set them up for whatever job, whatever position that they want to hold outside, you know, of the community. So set them up for success. instead of exiling, you want to lead a community, but exile you. No, you are still a part of this community, and we will help take care of you outside of this community as well. And if you ever wanted to come back, we are here. You know what I mean? So it's like it's more family, setting up a community where it feels more like family versus everybody's out for themselves. We take care of each other. We are people. That's the vision that I have for the future. That's the vision that I have for the future. And there's more, like setting up a school, university, or even just, and then we teach our children. We teach our children school in the community. We teach our children spirituality, whichever way they want to go, whichever route they want to go. Like, it's basically normalizing the spiritual world, because we live in a world where it's becoming more and more increasingly spiritual. So if we normalize it, the children don't know no better. Like, my kids play with tarot cards, and I challenge them to ask me what the meaning of whatever card they pull is, and they try, and they do a really good job. My children, May, oh Lord, she does so well. May, like she'll pick up a card and she'll think about it, and then she'll come up with what she think it is, and then Cat will come in, she'll play. Cat play. She'll be like, I think it's da 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 da, but I'm like, ain't nobody thinking about no buts right now. You supposed to be trying to interpret the card. It's cute. She'll start laughing and run away. It's too cute. But yeah, I would love to teach our children everything they need to know about being successful, because there's so much information out there, and there's so many, it's all over the place. It's all over the place. Bringing it in, honing it, bringing in the coal to create the diamond. You know what I mean? Just going ahead and teaching them everything. Oh man, I'm on a route today. Fudge. I gotta work today. I'm on a route today. I was really looking forward to doing my day 2 stuff with the person. We got a new people coming in. It's a new person. I'm the training manager. I'm supposed to train people. The only time I don't is if they need me to go out on the route, which I would love for that to be far and in between, far and few between, however that saying goes, I forgot, but it makes sense the way I said it, far and in between, few between. Anyway, but today I have to go on a route. Okay, let me prepare my mind. I got some coffee already. Which is cool, because other times when I had to go out, I was still able to do some of the day 2 stuff, at least some of the physical stuff. So, okay, I'm the training manager at my job. When a new person comes in, I get them started on ADP. I get the paperwork in order. We do videos. Second day, on the second day, I give them the tour and the PowerPoint of how our company run things and things important things that they need to know, like benefits and things like that. On the days that I have to go out on a route, they still come in at 7, or they still come in at the normal time. I show them how loadout works using my own loadout. You help me load. It's basically what it is. Come over here and help me load, so you'll learn how to do this, and then we'll get out. And then once I leave, I walk them through the entire process, basically. And I can do that with her today. If she shows up at a decent time, I can take her on out to show her where the van, what all she needs to do and everything. The only thing is she won't get my PowerPoint, because the other 2 guys don't do my PowerPoint. So she won't get my PowerPoint. But I can still walk her through everything. She can't go out on the road until all her videos are done, though. And she has a road test, which, I mean, for the van guys, it don't take long. As you can see, I work for Amazon. I am a DSP manager, the delivery service partner with Amazon. I'm a dispatch manager and training manager. Well, I'm not a dispatch manager no more, well, because my role just changed. Like, so I went from full-time working. These past 3 weeks I was working 5 days a week, and 3 of those days would be a dispatch day. And on my dispatch day, I have to come in earlier than everyone and be the last one to leave. So I have to come in at least an hour and a half to prepare for the routes and, you know, put people where they're gonna go, and what truck, and give them all the stuff that they need. And then and then I stay there. I get them out when they come in. I get them out the door, and I stay there all day, you know, monitoring, you know, their routes and all of those things, and taking care of managerial stuff. And I stay until the last person gets back from their route, and I send the email, and that's it. But that's a good 14, 15 hour day. I get there at 5:30. I leave about, on average, by 7:30. That's a dispatch day. At PM. Make sure we understand this. AM and PM, you know. So I get home, and my 14-year-old is like, I haven't seen you in 24 hours. I'm like, I know, but I have to go to bed because I have to wake up in like 5 hours and go back. And she's like, okay, I'll see you in another 24 hours. And so I did that for three whole days. And then the other 2 days were, you know, it could be training, you know, Monday and Tuesday, I do the orientation stuff. Or if they need me on a route, I'll be out on the route. But majority of the time, I would love for, well, now that I'm part-time, you know, that takes the dispatching away. I won't have to dispatch unless they need me to. And, you know, you don't one of them go out of town and they need me to dispatch for 2 days. I can do that, but for the majority of the time, it'll be just straight training. Or covering shifts if I need to. I'm like an extra person. And today I'm going out on the road. That's fun. Cool beans. I like talking on my way to work. This is really cool, and it seems kind of therapeutic. I think I may continue this. I may upload this. I don't know. I'm just recording and talking to myself as practice. But we'll see if I like it, and if I decide to post it on my YouTube channel, where I will be reading Sacred Woman again. Oh, we read Sacred Woman again. Man, I loved it when I was reading it, but the ideas that I had and the timing of it was just, it was not the right time when I started it. I was living in Lexington, Kentucky, which I was only there for 6 months, and then me and my husband divorced, and we separated, and I moved back to Clarksville, Tennessee with my mom. And I still have my same job. I worked at a call center for the National Guard. I still worked at my job. It was at home. It was an at-home job. But I got the divorce and I moved back home. And but when I was in Lexington, you know, I wanted to do more. And I worked from home. You know, I was just sitting there waiting on phone calls most of the time. So I wanted to do more. So I started reading the book. And then I moved back home with my mom, and I started, you know, I tried to continue reading the book, but it was a little more difficult because I was living with my mom, and I had to do a lot more. I had more on my plate. And then the landlord decided he wanted to sell the house. And so I was, and around that time was when I was trying to, you know, jumpstart my I had quit my job that February, the call center job. I was trying to pursue, you know, get my business started, get everything started off the ground. I had a website, it was up and running. It wasn't great, but it was pretty much the same as, you know, sharing information sharing, but I don't know, it didn't really have it wasn't very clear, you know. So anyway, and then at the same time I was writing myself newsletters, you know, daily newsletters, just to see, you know, how I was doing for the day. And you know, I just wrote different things for myself. And you know, I didn't have a job. I was braiding hair. I was really good at braiding. I really like braiding hair, and I got to talk to different people about businesses and stuff, and you know, get a lot of insight on the people that's actually doing businesses, you know, have small businesses and running those. It was a lot. The landlord sold the house, and then, you know, I had to move. I didn't have nowhere to move to. I didn't have anything lined up. I had quit my job. I didn't have money coming in, and I had a boyfriend who said he was going to be able to take care of me and my girls. And you know, I relied on that. I was a little, you know, hesitant about it, but I relied on that. And excuse me, and you know, it just kind of fell through. And, you know, me and my girls was in a hotel and for a little bit. Then we went to go stay at a friend's house, but he had she had somebody living there already that was selling drugs at the house. And so, you know, that didn't work. I moved from there, and then I went to, you know, I didn't really trust them anyway. They're like, you know, kind of like frenemies. It's a whole nother story. But and then we went to live with a friend, and we was there for a week. And you know, she was off from training, and you know, I was trying to make it feel more like home, I guess, and trying to help out around the house. But I guess I was too imposing, or I did a little too much, and she didn't appreciate it, or maybe I was, I don't know. I think I was a little overbearing, maybe. I don't know. But you know, she kicked us out. I had nowhere to go. I had to call my daddy. And he couldn't have nobody there because of, you know, a bullshit charge he got a long time ago. So now he's not supposed to have kids at his house. You know, other people living there. That's another story too. So I went and stayed with my dad. We was there for about a month and a half before, you know, I got a job and I found a place, and we were out. Like, I was playing no games. I was like, Daddy, we ain't staying here. I know we can't be here, and I get it. So I scrounged up a job, which I'm currently where I'm headed to now, where I'm now the training manager, and got an apartment. For me and my girls, it's a little 2-bedroom. I gave them the rooms, and I slept in the living room. Well, I attempted to. I still ended up sleeping in the room with them, but it was roach infested. So there's a lot going on. I could not finish the book. Like, I could not even get it going. But now, after all of that, I have a whole little setup, and I can do it again. And now that I'm part-time at my job, I only work 2 days a week. Well, this week is the first week of me working 2 days a week. I can now start reading a book. So here I am at work, and I will bid you adieu.